our Buffalo Wild Wings starting lineup. Jake Layman. Keep an eye on him as well. The junior doing some very nice things for Maryland and for Rutgers. Our Buffalo Wild Wings starting lineup. Kadeem Jack providing the other scoring punch with Miles Mack, 2 of the 4 Rutgers seniors on this team. Maryland leads the series 4-3. It's the 8th all-time meeting. Maryland defeating Rutgers 73-65. Earlier this season in a game that Rutgers led very late. They were coming off that win over Wisconsin, feeling very good, but Maryland came from behind and got that win.
Yeah, they've done that quite a bit this year. We're playing with fool's gold sometimes when you have to constantly come back from behind. Let's see if Maryland can establish themselves early.
Wells with the drive, and that's what Des Wells has been doing so much of late. Ever since he came back from the wrist injury, man, has he been good.
Yeah, and when he can post up like that, Kevin, he can draw a double team. He turns his body a certain way where he can pass out of a double team. And if you play him one-on-one, you saw what happens most of the time.
Miles Mack has rarely seen one-on-one over the course of the last month of the season, seemingly always meeting a double team as Wells brings it up, leaving for Trimble.
Mack talks about how efficient, Kevin, Maryland has been in the half-court set.
There's Melo Trimble. 15 to shoot for Layman. Wells will fade away. And the rebound to junior E2.
So we have to watch here tonight. We got an ice storm in the area, so it's been a struggle for the fans to get in here. So there's not a ton of energy. Typically, that's tough for an opposing team to get up for. Let's see how Maryland responds to this.
15 to shoot as E2 fires the 3. Offensive rebound down low for Kadeem Jack. Coney. Tough pass in traffic to E2. Here's Greg Lewis. And Lewis hits the 2. We watched him fire jumper after jumper after jumper earlier.
Yeah, he's the one that loves to have his routine set. Takes a certain amount of jumpers on the perimeter like that, so when it comes to a game, it's second nature.
Melo Trimble. So smooth. No matter what he seems to be doing, accounting for over 30% of Maryland's total offense.
Yeah, and you called it, Kevin. You're talking about a smooth operator. Doesn't change demeanor much. Coach Turgeon assures us that belly has a lot of fire in it. 4-2 early lead for Mark Turgeon's squad. Gotta wonder how much attention he's going to get for another Conference Coach of the Year award. Twice Big 12 Coach of the Year. He was Missouri Valley Coach of the Year. And Big 10 Coach of the Year has got to be a short list with Mark Turgeon right at or near the top. I would totally agree. Coming into a new conference, having 5 transfers in the offseason, having a freshman point guard. Now, he's outstanding, but he's still a freshman point guard. And what they've been able to accomplish has been something special.
Certainly unexpected by the pundits at the beginning of the year. Des Wells against junior E2. Back out to Pack, and Rashad Pack with the 3.
Maryland can do that to you now. 5th in the Big Ten in made threes as a team. They're not shy about letting it go from deep.
Here's Kadeem Jack. Mack picked up now by Wells. 15 to shoot for Rutgers. Lewis deep in that corner, and he hits again. He's got a nice touch.
He does, and he knows that in this offense, he's not going to get a ton of opportunities in the post, but if he spaces the floor, he'll have an opportunity for that face-up jumper.
He's been a guy who's been pretty good getting to the line this year. When you're shooting way out there, those are not going to be great opportunities for line, but he's going to get those buckets anyway. A couple of good jumpers early. Trimble in traffic, gives it off to Pack, and it's knocked out. On the Rutgers sideline, Eddie Jordan getting ready to wrap up his second season at the helm of the Scarlet Knights, and obviously been a rough go this year for Rutgers at 2-14 in league play. And boy, you never would have seen this stretch coming after what happened in that Wisconsin game in mid-January.
Yeah, I thought when Rutgers beat Wisconsin, even with Kaminsky out and Trayvon Jackson hurt in the second half, I just thought, wow, man, the conference is really deep in terms of a lot of parity. But
Rutgers hasn't had any success since then.
Malik Coney, and 4 seniors on senior night here. Kadeem Jack working against Lehman. And Wells coming over to help. But they have really handled themselves with a lot of class and a lot of grace through a very trying final year. Mello Trimble knocking it out of bounds with those quick hands.
Got to remember, too, that Rutgers was in the AAC last season. So, talking about Jack and Miles Mack, it's their third conference. Third different conference in their career.
Inside, knocked away and taken away by DeMonte Dodd. Goes back to Rutgers, though. And then pick the pocket. Des Wells with a steal. Wells, long pass ahead to Pack. Has to back it out to Trimble for 3. Tipped up and in by Des Wells.
Well, Maryland's just more aggressive right now. Kadeem Jack, not aggressive at all. Very lax with the basketball. Sometimes he could be the most talented player on the floor, and sometimes you don't even know he's out there.
Wells with 4 early points for Maryland. Lewis the skip over to E2. And is strong and Pack the rebound. Got to imagine Mark Turgeon feels like it's a good sign that Maryland's starting with a little bit of aggressiveness and a little bit of energy, because he didn't feel that way in their game against Michigan last time out.
Yeah, and there was a lot to understand in that situation coming off of that Wisconsin win and senior day for them.
It's Lehman able to wriggle his way to the basket and pick up a pair.
Jake Lehman is the one that's got to step up. When he is a consistent third scorer for this Maryland team with Wells and Trimble, I believe Maryland can play with anybody in the nation.
Malik Coney, Lehman out on him. Working down low, junior E2. Back up with it and in.
Junior E2 was settling for jumpers earlier. He decided to hit point-blank range. Will have a little bit more success.
Monte Dodd. There's Trimble. Off the mark on that one. There's E2 with the rebound. He would work down low on both ends. 3 rebounds already for junior E2. Now Mack against Wells. There's Lewis. Well, he has been so good in those deep corners on either side tonight.
Yeah, because he spaces the floor well off of penetration. And if his man goes to help, he's wide open for a face-up jumper.
6 points already for Greg Lewis, whose high this year is 13. In the corner, Pack open 3. Lehman with the offensive board. Another offensive board, this time for Dodd, and that one finally falls.
Rutgers did a pretty good job in that defensive sequence in terms of sliding and helping, but you got to clear the defensive glass, and they failed to do that time.
5-point Maryland lead as Mack tries and hits. A deep 3 for Miles Mack.
Miles Mack can heat up and hurry, trying to recover fully from that injured wrist on his shooting wrist. But he's a scorer and he's a gamer.
On the drive down the baseline, that shot blocked away. Jared Nickens will start it. Or rather, Steve Jack will start it up, and the give and a foul on the other end.
Well, you see Greg Lewis space because he knew Miles Mack was coming on the penetration. A nice job, DeMonte Dodd trying to help.
And Lewis there with that corner jumper again. Jared Nickens now on the floor, gone to the scores table a moment ago. John Graham also out there for Maryland. Dion Wiley out as well. Drive by Miles Mack won't go. Another opportunity for Kadeem Jack inside, and the rebound chased down by Evan Samatrich, also off the Maryland bench. Maryland with a new lineup on the floor.
And expect this young man with the ball to have a big game. About 20 family members here. Jared Nickens.
Rebound tipped over to Bishop Daniels off the Rutgers bench. Mack with a ball fake. Has to back it out to Daniels. Mack, deep three again. And Nickens the rebound.
Rutgers hanging in there right now.
Samatric tripping up with Earl Walton, one of our... Well, Coach, best of luck the rest of the night. We appreciate you taking a few minutes for us.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
And Macon, assistant coach, Freddie Jordan's Rutgers squad as we get back to action with Kadeem Jack misfiring on that one. The rebound to Jared Nickens.
Well, Maryland got out of the box quickly, but Rutgers has weathered the storm, no pun intended, behind Miles Mack.
And the foul on Rashad Patton.
Miles Mack, one of the better steals guys. And Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, our Motel 6 man. 6 double-digit scoring games this year for the freshman Mike Williams for Rutgers. Reached doubles against Purdue for the first time since that Maryland game.
Well, and Mike Williams is a candidate for a guy that can step up and score the basketball. Very good long-range shooter, jump shooter, but also has the athleticism and size to get to the rim.
Rutgers down a pair. Jack not finding much room against John Graham. Mack will try Trimble. Kick out to Wiley, and Mike Williams with the 2.
Miles Mack has either scored the basketball or set up the buckets thus far just off of his penetration.
Here's Trimble.
So with this lineup on the floor, Wiley and Nickens can shoot the 3, but no one besides Melo can really get to the rim.
Deep 2 for Dion Wiley. And Maryland back up by a pair.
Dion Wiley, born in New Jersey, raised in Maryland. He said his mother is going to be at the game. His sister still lives in the area, so he liked Jared Nickens. Has some family in the house.
Foul away from the ball. Samatric and E2 tied up underneath. It looked like Evan Samatric with the personal foul.
Well, simple penetration by Miles Mack, but he garnered so much attention. You saw Nichols was way over in the paint area. And then looked like Junior E2 taking a drama class or 2 there.
Bishop Daniels got a little bit of off balance from Dion Wiley, and he was able to get himself to the rim. He had Wiley turned all the way around and took advantage.
Bishop Daniels is a terrific athlete from the wing position. He can create shots on his own. That's a heck of a move with one hand. Maintain control of it.
2 for Daniels, first foul on Wiley.
Listen to his high school team. Bishop Daniels, Des Wells, C.J. Leslie that played at NC State. And oh, by the way, John Wall.
Oh, that's not bad.
And they lost in the state title.
Daniels with the foul. I want to see the team that beat him.
Yeah, you and I both.
I don't want to play the team that beat him, just see him.
Bishop Daniels is kind of, you can still see the pain on his face, too. And this is a last-second shot to lose the state title.
The turnover and the bucket for Mike Williams. And Rutgers by 3.
I like this full-court pressure with Foreman in the game now on the point.
Wells will break it this time. Wiley the skip to Trimble. Trimble. A lot of contact inside. Rutgers not called for a foul as of yet. Maryland has been whistled for 5. Mack has Wells jump over him, and it's a travel. Wells, high hurdler, leaping over Miles Mack.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen this before. When the offensive guy is thinking about drawing we see the turnover first. Good job by Rutgers forcing the turnover into an easy bucket. Look at Des Wells. And Miles Mack is like, I know I'm going to get hit. I'm about to pick up the ball. I've never seen that.
Back it out to Trimble. Melo Trimble going to work all the way to the rim. Oh, he put DJ Foreman on backup immediately and got him all the way to the rim.
Yeah, nice recognition by the freshman. the co-Big Ten Freshman of the Year, along with D'Angelo Russell. Showing you why they just say, be mellow. Just be mellow.
Lewis, the handoff to Daniels. Inside ball knocked away. Foreman trying baseline. Layman got a piece. 9 to shoot for Miles Mack. The floater high off the glass, and Des Wells the rebound. Maryland can regain the lead with a bucket here. Trimble, a little hesitation all the way to the rim, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Wide receiver for the Giants, so he's kind of done the Beckham do.
I think his looks better than Beckham's, though. Beckham's is too much contrast. See, that's a nice little blend. It's like a little Auburn in there. I like that.
Nickens will check in and give Melo Trimble a chance to get a breather before the under 8 timeout.
See it? And Des Wells gives you so much versatility because now he can run the point guard position while Melo Trimble is on the bench.
A nice luxury to have. Kadeem Jack will launch the 3, and the rebound kicks out to Pack. Now Wells. Pack thought about it, backs it out to Des Wells. Maryland by 1, 8:10 remaining in this first half. Layman, the hesitation got him free. A lot of contact, no call. Takes it back up to Monte Dodd with a pair.
I like Jake Layman going to the hole with some authority. I thought he'd get the call there with a little bit of contact, but the fact that he went hard and DeMonte Dodd crashed the offensive glass, that's good, aggressive basketball at the rim.
Fade away, just barely draws iron. Des Wells quickly up the floor. And Foreman able to get a hand and take it away. Nice play by the freshman DJ Foreman. To the other end, Williams with the finger roll. Rolls around, and they're going to call basket interference. They made the indication that it was a goaltend and that the bucket counted. It had changed during the timeout. Here's Layman for 3. Rebound poked in the air and pulled down by Williams, and then a foul. Mike Montrich picks up his second.
Mike Williams has done a good job coming off the bench, providing a lot of energy and spark.
Bishop Daniels. Daniels nowhere to go with it. Finds Mike Williams. Kadeem Jack with the offensive board, working against Des Wells. The fadeaway for Jack. The tip won't go, and finally the rebound cradled by Jared Nickens. Wells. Here's Nickens. Lost it. Ahead. Daniels to the rim. Scoop won't go. Tip try won't go. Third tip won't go. Kadeem Jack in there with it. Ball taken out of his hands. Bodies everywhere. A whistle. And a foul is going to be called on DeMonte Dodd.
Good call by Gene Steritower right there. Loose ball. Williams looked like he had control, and then all of a sudden, here comes Dodd out of nowhere going over the top, but good hustle by both teams. And Rutgers has had 2 or 3 of those at the rim. They just couldn't get to fall.
Mike Williams. 77% for the freshman. And the front end is good. He'll get the bonus. Foul situation certainly favors Rutgers at this point. 17 fouls for Maryland. 2 whistled against the Scarlet Knights.
So after the opening few minutes where Maryland came out quickly, Rutgers has settled down, and the fans are starting to trickle in. I know it's a little later because of the ice, but Rutgers starting to feed off their home crowd now and this full court pressure.
Trimble bumped as he came up the floor by DJ Foreman. First on Foreman, third on Rutgers. Maryland will trigger.
That's going to be tough for DJ Foreman to contain Melo Trimble in the open floor like that. Melo doing exactly what he needed to do and get the ball and go straight ahead and force the big man to have to make contact.
Catch for Dodd. Maryland will reset. Here's Wells. And the bump by Lewis. First on Lewis, fourth team foul.
Des Wells so explosive when he gets the ball, Kevin. I mean, you have to honor the three-point shot because he's second in the conference in three-point field goal percentage shooting at just over 51%.
Trimble on the attack. The dish to Layman. Wide open three.
Man, the game's not hard. You know, penetrate, draw defenders, and pass to the open man.
Then hit that open shot.
That's right.
Daniels with Rutgers down 4. Off Maryland. It'll stay with Rutgers. A break for the Scarlet Knights.
Melo Trimble drawing 3 defenders. So 2 Maryland players open. Melo Trimble picking his poison.
And a foul. Before Lewis could really get started, Melo Trimble with the personal. Back in comes Junior Etu. Second on Trimble. So with 5:21 to go, Melo Trimble going to have to sit down. Dion Wiley back on the floor for Maryland.
Yet again, that moves Des Wells to the point guard position. So if I'm Rutgers right now, Kevin, I go back to that pressure.
See how he does handling the basketball.
I mean, because now you got Rashad Pat running the point, which he's capable. That's not his natural position.
Here's Wells. And a foul is going to be called. Kadeem Jack was there, but the foul going on Miles Mack, and that'll be his first. 15 foul, and Des Wells will inbound.
And Eddie Jordan trying to get the officials' attention. Show his displeasure with that last call.
Wiley rattles home the 3, and Maryland now up by 7, 27-20.
Now the Terrapins is showing you that depth that they can go to. Michael Chakosky's not even here. He would be in the rotation, but still, it's a deep Maryland team with a lot of weapons.
Miles Mack just trying to figure out a way to get a good look once in a while. Nowhere to go for Lewis. He's fouled, and he's going to go back to the line. Dodd picks up the personal.
Watch how Dion Wiley uses the screens, and Miles Mack just kind of stops. And I know he plays a lot of minutes for this team, but defensively, you've got to get a better effort coming around screens, at least to get a hand up on the shooter. You're going to leave these Maryland shooters like Wiley and Jared Nickens open, they're going to sting you.
Lewis has missed the front end on both. Missed opportunities for Rutgers.
When you look at a team like Rutgers at 2-14 in conference, if you think the margin of error is great, it's really not in this conference. Taking care of the basketball, hitting your free throws, playing with toughness.
Good rebound by Kadeem Jack over John Graham after the miss. Now got to convert on the other end if you're Rutgers. Jack will try. Jack can't hit. Rebound loose. Still loose. And scooped up by Lewis. Finding Jack. Missing on his way to the rim, but he'll go to the line.
I know Eddie Jordan would like to feed this young man some railroad ties. Get him tougher, man. Get to the rim. Pull the rim down. You big fella. You got Miles Mack Day Patterson, New Jersey.
When was Stephen Bardo Day in Champaign, Illinois?
There never was one.
Every day was Stephen Bardo Day in Champaign, Illinois. No. That's what happens when you're the mayor.
No, there might have been a Stephen Bardo minute in Carbondale, Illinois. That's about it.
And your minute is up, sir. Please leave the stage. Kadeem Jack can't hit on either. No points, 7 rebounds for Jack.
Kadeem Jack doing a good job on the glass, but doesn't have a lot of confidence here in the first half with his offense.
Rutgers struggling at the line right now, missing some big opportunities to cut into this Maryland lead. Trimble getting into the paint. What a move by Trimble, and Jack with his 8th rebound.
Change of direction to use the jump stop, to jump off 2 feet.
Jack driving to the rim. That's a charge. Kadeem Jack colliding inside with John Graham, who took the charge.
John Graham giving up his body defensively. That's a big move because Trimble had his back turned, but right there, step through the jump stop. He didn't get it to drop, but it's still a great move by Trimble getting to the rim.
Maroon Rom on the floor for the first time for Maryland.
Rom did an excellent job at Iowa because Maryland was out of it in that game, and Rom came off the bench, played solid defense. The ball doesn't stick in his hand. He's not afraid to shoot it either.
As well, he's not afraid to shoot either, and he hits the free throw jumper. Maroon Rom out there, perhaps in response to that foul trouble that Melo Trimble is in. Earlier got his 2nd foul, about the 5:20 mark remaining in this first half. So Rom getting some early minutes in this one.
Rom, once again, showing you the capabilities and the depth of this Terrapin ball club.
Big bucket there. Bishop Daniels with the 3 to bring Rutgers back within 6.
Now, their defense hasn't been poor. Talking about Rutgers. They just need to generate some more offense here.
It's been much better than the last 3 games where they averaged nearly 86 points allowed per game over the last 3.
Put a scare down the stretch into Purdue coming back and making that one interesting towards the latter stages of that game.
Will navigate up the floor for Rutgers. Down by 6 with 2:10 to play in the first. Jack. Way off the mark, and the rebound Wiley.
Like he was caught up in between shooting straight or going off the glass.
As well, strong off the heel. Wiley, and another chance here for Maryland. Maryland by 6. There's Layman. He thought about that. Instead of step in for the 2, and the rebound, Lewis has it taken away. Wiley just muscled it out of the hands of Greg Lewis.
Yeah, that's a big time play from the wing player there. It's just, he just wants it more.
Graham, now Wiley with 14 to shoot. Wells now going to back it up, 10 on the shot clock. Des Wells going to work. The screen from Graham. Picked up on the switch by Lewis. The dish inside, and a foul is going to be called. Junior Etu got a hand on it, but he also got a little too much body. That rebound. Just muscle for Deion Wiley.
Yeah, that's a grown man that he went up against Greg Lewis, so Deion Wiley, only a freshman, was showing you he has a mind going into the tall trees.
Coming up on the State Farm Halftime Report, Mike Hall and Sean Morris are in our Chicago studios. We'll have highlights from the first half and preview Game 2 tonight on BTN, Michigan and Northwestern.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. Michigan, MASH unit, still finding ways to be competitive. Starting backcourt of Walton and Levert out for most of the Big Ten slate. Yet Spike Albrecht company found a way.
Now Daniels to work. Steven Zurich on the floor for the first time for Rutgers as Lewis gets to the rim, can't get the roll, and Wiley the rebound. Zurich, one of the 4 seniors playing in his final home game for Rutgers, just the 6th game of the year.
I like him getting in right now. Jack is struggling. Let him sit for the rest of the half. It's not that long. let Zurich get in there and get a little burn.
Meaningful moments for Zurich with 34 seconds to go in the first half. Maryland's going to take a quick timeout. We will as well. Final